Welcome back Twitch, welcome back YouTube. Let's get back to just another game, Danganronpa 2, where I can stop checking this obsessively. We got the Monokuma pet, which required a lot of time and a lot of investment. Right now, got your full attention. Aw. Required a lot of time and a lot of investment, but I am super happy about it. Also, I didn't point this out, and I haven't pointed this out, and I really should. The figure on the bookshelf near the toilet, that little pink blob thing, that's a Princess Piggles figurine, which we all know that Hifumi was obsessed with in Danganronpa 1, so that's a nice little throwback right there. But the great thing about Monokuma Pet is he will never die. He will never die no matter how much he poops. Even if his despair meter hits 10, he's here forever. So at this point, we're going to be getting a new skill, and it's going to be really useful. Unfortunately, we will not have it in time for the third class trial, which we are now ready for. So let's head to Monokuma Rock. See that little segue? See how professional that was? That's why they pay me the no bucks. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock, otherwise they'd die. And soon enough...
Welcome!
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go into the class trial?
Wait!
Hold it! Hey jerk, hold it right there!
Monomi's such a dumb child.
I love that line! Oh my god, just the delivery of it is absolutely perfect. What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells.
Hey!
My brain works just fine.
Hey!
Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I see. So you've come to avenge him.
Yes?
Avenge? That sounds like he... Oop, that's the wrong voice. Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like, you say. Oops.
Anyway...
Since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye!
Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you!
Hold on. I won't let you escape.
Hey!
Hey, did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Well...
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
How about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What do you yearn for?
What are you saying, Fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I got the hiccups bad. Alright. The usual spot. Roar! Bloop! Escalator. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended towards the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes kept getting smaller and smaller. What's going on over here? Oh. Hang on a second. Hang on. Give me a second here. Alright, sorry about that. I noticed our lined up silhouettes kept getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, Yeah, presents are the best. It's funny because I knew what she was gonna get me. Because I'll tell you about this in a while. The elevator began its steep descent as usual, but nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. Fries are done. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either.
Hey!
Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No!
Why bother?
That's...
What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin.
Yoo-hoo!
It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hyoka Seonji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiro's death. The person who killed those 2 is among us. I definitely can't believe it. Man, this one's mostly red at this point, but whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake, for our friend's sake, for Ibuki and Hyoka's sake. And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to begin. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Yeah, let's save. What the hell? What could go wrong? I'm sure this class trial is gonna be fine. It was a mistake. Nobody else is gonna die, and yeah. Monokuma's not gonna win. Who am I kidding? What are my skills? I can't even come up with a good excuse. Delusion. The influence gauge recovers over time during concentration and fever time. Yes. And of course I want the fine sword, because that's as sharp as it can get without a particular skill. And that'll make it easier to cut through arguments. And I think that's all I got. So with that, we're done. All rise.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person,
I will never not do that.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
You're faking it the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
Well, yeah, that's what he does.
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Rude. She's helped out a lot more than you have.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up! The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Man, her voice just does not match that sprite.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
Man, you guys don't know what we went through hoofing it back and forth across all those damn bridges.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was
A weird
a
satanic
video of
ritual.
someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
I naturally panicked and left before we got all the details.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I jerked off.
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
Good old Chiaki, she never lets us down.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways. Various ways. Did you show a little thigh?
Various ways?
Okay, good. I actually feel a little bit bad about myself for picking up on that in the same way. Never mind.
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
So it totally was that. Look at you blush.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
Hanged or hung? Never been sure about that.
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
What a dick. Also, why does it look like Monami's rope is super low there? Look how low she's swinging.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Oh, good. Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
No, that is true.
Lie? Why would I lie?
Probably because I got the liar disease.
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
I could prove it by killing you. Wait. It's just as Kazuichi said. Nagito's the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it, I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. But we weren't explaining it to Nagito, we were explaining it to Akane, and Nagito just happened to be in the room. That's how I'm gonna look at it. Surveillance camera, blah blah blah, didn't read it.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
Yes! Yes,
The
I
fact
did.
that the bodies were
Why the fuck
imitating the
not?
movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Okay. I think I see what we have to do here. Sometimes they give you a massive hint about the statement you're supposed to use by covering it with white noise. I'm not the killer. There should be a contradiction somewhere. I need to find that and break through.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be...
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Nagito in
Hajime
his
kill
twisted
both of
ways
them?
trying to help us. He told us to
The
hang on
fact
to the
that the
ticket.
bodies were imitating the movie. No, that's wrong.
So this is like his weird way of getting us to clear suspicion of ourselves so we can move on.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Yep. What an asshole.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that.
I'm supposed to be the one who presented this. What an asshole.
Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
People are all dicks. Dicks!
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
To be fair, I was using that as a warm-up for my shooting. Damn it, Nagito.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Bitch, it might be.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway. Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Why does Akane's voice sound not like her right there? That's weird. It sounded nothing like her.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
I don't know, maybe it's just me.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
You're with me? Sounds weird to you too? Yeah, I don't know, maybe she was off when they recorded these lines.
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
You know, I didn't think much of, I know I said this before, I didn't think much of Gundam on my first playthrough. I really just thought he was an idiot. But he's actually, now that I'm paying attention to what he's saying and how he's saying it, he's actually really fucking insightful.
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
She kind of sounds like she might have something wrong with her throat.
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Which means we're about to get fucked right here? The music stopped.
Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
They were making out! They're each other's alibi.
Me too?
I mean, that's Kazuichi's wet dream.
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
Because nobody knew where the hell you were.
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you? Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
No, shooting you against that wall is his skill. The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but... is that really it? Make your argument. Room key, thick paper, stepladder, glove, surveillance monitor, video. I think only...
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
But
So they looked like they had just rushed over. I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
that person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove that with my evidence.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
There we go.
No,
Stuck
that's
it in.
wrong.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Why is the glue green? I can't get over that.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber at all. That semi-transparent glob was probably gum. Or glue. One of these does not belong with the others.
I see!
That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Good thing Chiaki put it in her mouth.
Glue?
You've confirmed here, Chiaki eats paste. Chiaki's a paste eater.
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth.
Why did you put it in your mouth? You don't know where it's been.
Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
It is, but you're not supposed to.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
As we pass by the ultimate cook.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
I almost thought I was gonna have to read that. That was a late read.
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose?
And you fell for it. Good job.
Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
Well, at least you care, I guess.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Monami, shut the hell up.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Damn, this is like the best killer ever. Maybe it was the Flash.
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That's a thing! That's the thing that was hanging from the... that's a thing I couldn't click on! I saw that thing. It was hanging from the little ring part of the stage, and I couldn't click on it, and it was driving me nuts. Because Gundam looked at it, and he said, haha, I see something you don't. And I'm like, I fucking see it! It's right there, I can't click on it! Yes, I am salty, maybe.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
That scrap that was stuck on the baton lighting in the music video. I'm gonna choke myself.
You couldn't see it. You wouldn't let me look at it. You suck, Hajime.
Okay, I'm done. I feel better. Now I should be able to figure out what it is. Hangman's Gambit. By the way, this trial might feel like it's going a little bit faster than the usual ones. Alright. I'll just get rid of the... That's one button. You go there. You come here. Crap. Nothing like taking free damage because I don't remember what the buttons do. So much for my warm-up. I would kill for you to give me an A. Thank you. Oh, of course, now you give me like 4 of them. Ah! Get rid of you! Oh crap. Oh crap, it just got crowded. Ah! Oh god, they're coming from all directions. All directions, must move quickly. I don't know why I'm saving this E. It cost me in the end. Ouch. Ah! Crap! 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 I'm fucking it up everywhere! Keep that. Oh, shit! Things everywhere! Give me that A! No! Damn it! No! Give me peas! Peas! No, no, no! I need that A! Damn it! Oh, I'm so bad at this! Oh god, it hurts so bad! Hey! 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 Yes! Now get out of here, I don't need you anymore. Yes! Oh my god! And it gets harder than this!
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so...
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper... See? It fits perfectly.
I'm sure I'm glad we bought this huge-ass roll of wallpaper with us. Also, apparently that fits in my ass. First try. Technically it was. It just wasn't a good one.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
God damn it, you know.
But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
That scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of the wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. You know what? YouTube, you're gonna have to find out tomorrow! Because we're gonna call it an episode here. Thank you so much for coming out and joining me today. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed your song, let me know. Give me likes. Leave me your comments. Remember to subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Twitch, I need to take a 5-minute break because I actually have to pee really, 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 really fucking bad. So I'll see you guys in 5 minutes.